What's up, everybody? It's Nathaniel, and today I'd have a special announcement for you all. Over the past year, I've been having a small crisis of sorts, where I've been realizing that I needed to have some changes made to this channel that I feel should happen. I'm doing these changes because I feel like doing them will help simplify things, especially when it comes to this channel, and also the changes that I want to make reflect me now more than when I made this channel and started doing videos about 4.5 years ago. Alright, let's cut straight to the chase. I will no longer be going by the name of Razeil Dreagon. From this day forward, I'll be going by a new name. One that reflects the me of now. So, as of today, I'd like to introduce you all to me once again as Captain Nathaniel Razhe, or just Captain Razhe for short. You might be wondering, why the name change in the first place? Why did you choose Captain Razhe? Well, don't worry. I asked the local Logan, aka my good friend Rondon Destroyer, to explain it. Take it away, Logan.
We all call you Razhe, Captain Falcon's your favorite, and God only knows how to spell Razeil Dreagon without autocorrect.
Thank you, Logan. To provide a bit more context to this, I had made a PlayStation account when I was a young boy, and in an effort to make a name that sounded really cool, I went with the name Razeil Dreagon. As I got older, and as my brother always teased me on my name choice, I had eventually gone to using a different name, the name Razhe, specifically. You might have heard that name before. As a matter of fact, it is a name that I use everywhere where I play a game, and the intent of the game is to go beyond the stream or beyond the recording. A great example for this is Baldur's Gate 3, where for my main character, I used the name Razhe rather than Razeil. The name Razhe was something I actually used for characters beyond the channel, of course. It's something I use for pretty much like every game I play. So with this name change to Captain Razhe, I want to bring it basically to a consistent level now with what I use, as opposed to back to my younger, slightly more edgier self. I just want a name that I can use, the name that reflects me. It's just perfect, it's great, and it's consistent. That's how I love it. As for the captain part, this one's pretty simple to explain. Simply put, Captain Falcon was one of my mains back in the days of Smash Brothers. His hype-ass character and flashy moves, it was always a blast to use, and I loved using him throughout the years. While nowadays I prefer more so his evil clone. The impact of the character is still strong to me to this day. And of course also, Captain Razhe sounds way cooler than just Razhe, so you know how it be sometimes. And finally, for the last reason that Logan has provided with us today, let's take a look at the name Razeil Dreagon for just a moment. Alright, good? You see it? Excellent. Now, how do you spell that name? That's right, you're wrong. Back in my early days, I didn't even know Razeil was a name used in anything. I just made it up on the spot. I thought it was a completely unique name. Turns out that years later, that Razeil, with an I-E-L spelling, was a real name. Whoops. Honestly, if I knew about the name being how it actually was put, I would have likely have gone with the correct spelling. But it's too late now. The damage was done. E-I-L was the way to go. As a result, the more you look at the name Razeil Dreagon, the more it feels like a massive typo that I just did and rolled with it. Which, while true to an extent, it was at the very least planned. Of course, if you think that having a typo is fine, keep in mind, if someone wanted to look me up because you liked, subscribed, and shared the video around, which is you totally do every time, all the time, if someone else wanted to look me up because you told them about it, there's a good chance they'll look up Razeil Dreagon, R-A-Z-I-E-L, or something to like that effect, And since that's not who I am, that effectively means they will not be able to find me all that easily. Now with Captain Razhe, you got one cool normal word and a simple 5-letter word that spells out the way you think it does. So if you ask me, it's a win-win. So, with all 3 of these reasons in mind, I took the time to come up with a hot new name to inspire all the masses. And along with this new name change, I feel a nice new icon would be appropriate to go in this particular time. You might have noticed the black profile picture that I've been using this past week. That's all been leading up to this very moment. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you the new me to go with the new name. Welcome everybody to the new Captain Razhe. As you can tell, this was based on the Final Fantasy I fighter job. Now, there are 2 reasons why this visual choice was made. First of all, Final Fantasy I is one of my favorite games of all time, and twice already I have done playthroughs on this very channel, with possibly a 3rd one coming in the future. I'd like to think that, to me, having something from Final Fantasy I being one of my favorite games of all time would be a bit more accurate to me as a person, even more than the Final Fantasy VI design of Locke that I modified and threw on the channel, or Halo Sword and Shield if you're on Twitter X for some reason. Also, I went with the fighter as a base, as while I do like the Red Mage a whole lot more than the fighter, I do find that the fighter was easier to work with on an editing level, so that's why we got what we do. The other reason I did this sprite as opposed to a full-blown art that would look wholly original, be wholly original, and not just a fancy color swap, is that, quite frankly, I'm not a very good artist. And on top of that, long story short, I don't have an easy way to pay any artists that aren't local or can be paid in a local-friendly manner. In a way, you could see this as like a small placeholder in case I get something else later, but I assure you that's not the case. If the opportunity comes and I'm able to, I'll likely get something drawn for me in the future. Just please don't take this as me quietly and subtly begging for art. Please, please, please do not draw me art. I want to pay you for it, alright? But with my current situation, I just can't. If it's like cool enough for me to use, I'll be throwing my money at it. Don't you worry. I don't want anything for free. Don't do something like as out of like, oh, he's broke, he's pity. It's not that. I just don't have a way, and I would feel bad if you did that. Random art's cool. If you want to do like fan art, anything that inspires you, do it. Do what you love. Alright? Just please do not take this as me trying to quietly, subtly get art for cheap. Don't. Do what you think is right. Draw what you want to draw. Just have fun with it. You know, if you see something really stupid, or if you see something really funny and you want to put it in a art, well, there's only one thing I can say about that.
Just do it!
Anyways, regarding my new name and new portrait, that's all I really have to say about that. Before we go, however, I do have some things I want to talk about. First things first, when I made those little animation clips, like, say the line, treasure hunter, YouTube shorts weren't really a thing. So I was thinking that sometime down the road, I would actually re-upload those clips as little shorts. Just down the road, you know, when I get the time. I don't plan on making any new ones, but if I can format these all nicely, I figure why not give them life as a short, right? Again, I've stressed this many a times in the past. I don't plan on making any more new ones. I would have to need a topic that interests me, and it has to be something that would be worth making it for, because I just don't like editing those stuff. But who knows? Maybe if the stars align, you could see something new pop up as a short. No promises though. I'm just saying that it's possible. Do not get your hopes up. Another really small change I'm making to this channel is I'll also be rebranding my one-offs videos. They're going to be going under the new name of Spot Checks. Now, you might be wondering, is Spot Check an RPG thing? Well, kinda, yeah. If you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, you might have to do a spot check, which is basically you're using your like spotting skill. You're looking around and you're trying to find anything that might be amiss or something that might be of interest. You do that, you take a look. It's all great. You might also heard the term spot check in a way where people are taking a quick look at things, which are my one-off videos in a way. These would include, of course, the videos where I just do one recording of because I have to fill in something, or my Nintendo Switch Online videos. Those are always quick one-offs that I want to do to just check out a game that just came out, or set of games, or just something I feel like playing sometime. So basically, since they're kind of all the same thing, I will be combining the old one-off videos with my Nintendo Switch Online videos. Because they're basically the same thing. The NES, SNES, Genesis games, they're all really small, short games, so they're easy to just crumple together into one video, with the special videos being a one-parter or whatever. It just makes sense to put them under one category name, but I feel like one-offs wouldn't apply as well to those Nintendo Switch videos. So we're just going to combine the two. And yes, I should mention, I know One Shot would be a more accurate name to the whole RPG naming idea, but this is my channel. I do what I want. I think that wraps up this lovely little channel update for you all. I do want to stress though that outside of the visual and name changes, nothing about this channel as a whole is really going to change. So expect all the usual videos and all the usual streams coming out in the future when they normally do. I'd like to give a huge thanks to my good friend Logan, who you can check out on YouTube as Rondon Destroyer. He does his own streams and videos there, so you should totally check him out. The link to his channel can be found in the description below. Logan helped me with the making of this new name, and I likely would have continued to struggle with the idea of possibly making a new name for a way longer amount of time if it wasn't for his input. Thank you so much, man. You helped a lot. Trust me. Of course, I'd like to also thank all my friends and fans who helped me in supporting with this channel. So that'd be Nate, Kelly, Daniel, you guys specifically. You guys are good friends. You've been on this channel before. Thank you so much for helping me. Thank you so much for supporting me. It means a lot. And of course, I can't forget you guys who've been all watching on this channel since the beginning. You guys also are super important to the growth of this channel, and it just makes me so happy when you guys come and watch. It really means a lot. Without you guys, I know it sounds cliche, but I likely wouldn't have been going on for this long without all of you guys here for me. I keep saying it every time, and I'll keep saying it more. As long as I'm entertaining one person, I find this channel to be a huge success. So thank you guys, everyone who's watching. Thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's it. That's all. New name, new art, same me. I'll say it again. Thank you all so much for watching. This is Razeil. Sorry. This is Captain Razhe, and I'm heading out. Have a wonderful night, everybody.